So my second stop today, after being in Ballygally this morning, is here in Island Magee. Now, I have a particular affinity for Island Magee because I spent lots of my childhood holidays here on Ferris Bay Road, just up in Browns Bay, with my cousins when I was growing up. So I was past the Rinka. As you can see from looking through the window, it's not really Rinka weather today, but I might just treat myself anyway. But I'm here with Donnelly, and there's Robert again. You met Robert earlier in my little video in Jardines, and Stuart's made it here as well. But we're also here with the campaign team about the gas caverns in Island Magee, because it's a massive issue. It's emerged not just in this election but before it, and Stuart and Danny and Robert have been doing a lot of work on it. So I'm going to have a wee quick chat first of all. Danny, how's the campaign going?
It's going really well. People are very angry, obviously, at the state of Stormont, and they're very disappointed in the other parties, and they're quite willing to come out and support us now. So we're getting a lot of positivity on the doorsteps. Very happy to help.
Funny, Robert said exactly the same thing when we were chatting earlier, that it's just that sense that Stormont should be up and doing the work for people, but they're not. Hopefully that will drive people not to sit at home and give up, but actually come out and vote differently and make a bit of a change. So hopefully that'll go well.
That's what we're hearing, that it is people that are changing from different parties, that I haven't voted for you before, but I'm going to vote for you this time. So it's very encouraging.
Okay. And your constituency, you guys, where are you running? Your running mates in Larne Lough DEA. And that's in, I have to get this, Mid and East Antrim Council. See, I have to remember all these because I'm driving about 3 or 4 different council areas each time. So what's the other big issues? In terms of local issues, obviously the gas caverns is one, but what are the other big issues that you're meeting when you're out in Whitehead and when you're out knocking doors in other places? What are people saying are the issues they want to see dealt with?
Certainly normal local issues now. People are about obviously dog poos one all the time. People are concerned about the sort of murals and a lot of the panoramic flags that we see. We're going to take action on that as well. So there are a lot of things that people do keep bringing up again and again on the doorsteps. Logan Point is another environmental issue that Stuart's dealing with as well.
Yeah.
There are a lot of issues coming together at once.
Okay. So I'm going to move around here and I'm going to talk to Stuart. Or I was going to say a rose between two thorns, but that would be really unjust. I'm going to say a thorn between two roses, Stuart. So obviously you've been very involved with the campaign here to say no to the gas caverns. Can you tell us a wee bit, just the kind of technical detail? What are the gas caverns about?
Okay, this is a private project to create caverns under Larne Lough by excavation of the salt layer that is uniquely there. And that is a very technical process called brine extraction, which will result in millions and millions of tons of brine, super brine water being poured into the sea. There are real and genuine environmental concerns that will have a devastating effect on the eco life of the whole Larne Lough and Irish Sea area. And despite assurances from the developers that it will return to normality in a period, I think roughly 2 years, they're saying, there is a great deal of scepticism, and the science doesn't really follow that. For every paper you can read in support of what they're saying, there are equally papers that are saying that cannot happen.
And as local residents and obviously people who live here in Island Magee, I mean, tourism is a massive part of the economy here. A lot of people like me who spent their childhood holidays and keep coming back. What are your main concerns in terms of kind of trying to ensure that the environment, which tourism really hangs on here, isn't damaged?
Yeah, I suppose, overall, the overriding concern would be the brine dispersion, the high salinity. It's going to be 260 PSU, which is 8 times the normal salinity of brine going into the local waters, just off of Skirnham Point, which is close to Portmark, one of the beautiful beaches that we have here. And we really are concerned about the dead zone. There will be a dead zone in the water, and how will that affect much of the marine life that is here? Obviously, tourism is a huge element of the Island Magee community. I mean, we're sitting here today at the Goblin Centre, which in itself is hugely centred around the tourist industry. It's here to accommodate the thousands of tourists that come here every year to see all the marine life, the bird life, the puffins, the harbour porpoise now, obviously. Jane, I don't want to admit to you mine.
Yeah.
But obviously the harbour porpoise themselves, have that new sanction, protection for them. We are very concerned about the displacement of them. If the bottom of their food chain is no longer here, what's going to happen to the harbour porpoise? And people come here to see that.
Jane, obviously, it's not just about tourists, it's also about the people who live here and how they feel about the natural environment. This is your home, and you obviously want,
It's not just about us people. My family have been here generations, and it's been my whole life I've been coming here, and it hasn't really changed. But more, apart from in a good way, more and more natural life is coming back, and I would just hate to see it go the other way.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose it. We've got such beauty.
Well, I know that Stuart and John Blair, as our kind of environment spokesperson, have been pretty proactive on this, and you've got the support of Danny and of Robert as well. So hopefully we'll be able to ensure that whether this goes ahead or doesn't go ahead, that there isn't that kind of wide-scale damage done to the environment, because I think everybody who's ever been in this part of the world would agree that you don't want to do anything that's going to upset that natural balance. Listen, thank you very much for joining us this morning. I'm going to do a wee pan round and say, just quickly, Danny, you lean in so we can see you. You're hiding again. So, obviously, these are the things that really you're passionate about. Both yourself and Robert, the environment's a big issue, and I know planning's a big issue as well in the area, and economic growth, but it's got to be sustainable. I guess our message to people is that if you're really fed up with the Assembly, but also if you're concerned about decisions that, regardless of the Assembly, councils will be making decisions that will shape the future for the next generation. You've got to come out and vote on Thursday. It's the only way to make a change. So good luck to you both on the 2nd of May. I hope we see a doubling of our representation in the area, and I wish you both all the best. So good luck, and demand better and vote Alliance.
Thank you.